Hi, my name is Oscar Perez. I just recently switched actually to the major of entrepreneurship. I used to be a management major, and as I was going through that class, I kind of just wasn't intrigued as much with ideas and, the principles of management as much as I was hoping that I would be. And I've always known that at the end, my end goal was to run my own business. So I figured going into this major and learning more about entrepreneurship and what it means to be an entrepreneur would help me out in the long run. And things like this class are definitely showing that, especially with how much I'm learning about things as simple as seemingly as simple as creativity. I really didn't know so many of the technical aspects about it and how it was mostly focused in, like left brain thinking and all those kind of technical deals and how to stimulate creativity. I didn't know any of that before starting this class, and it's really important for me to use those things in order to build up on that. I also really didn't understand how important it was to CEOs and managers to have creative employees. And after learning about it, it makes a lot of sense. You want to be able to employ and to manage people who are able to problem solve by themselves. And that's probably the biggest benefit to having, creativity in your toolbox is the problem solving that comes with it. What I learned about myself through learning about creativity was a little bit worrying because I feel like I'm missing a lot of that left brain thinking and creative aspects when it comes to my business ideas and to other parts of what it means for me and my future as an entrepreneur. A lot of the ideas that I've come up with are just larger scale or better managed versions of things that already exist. And I think starting this class about creativity kind of almost began to open my eyes to the fact that I need to start thinking not so much in an existing set of bounds and start to create bounds for myself instead of just accepting that I could run a business that already exists better than other people. Instead, I should try to figure out how to create a new business, something that would be entirely my own. What creativity would do to my field and career actually is incredibly important. So, one of my goals is to graduate and then get commissioned into the United States Marine Corps. And part of what goes into that and the training that I've already experienced for the Marine Corps is so much problem solving. Um, a lot of my mentors always say that officers in the military get paid for judgment, and so much of that judgment is being able to think critically and you know just make decisions where other people would be unable to make those decisions or would freeze. And I think this class is showing the connection between critical thinking and creativity and how those are almost the same thing, and how creativity presents a whole new avenue for problem solving. It kind of opens up the issues to not only be to have a set procedure to solve them, but it lets you create your own way to solve issues. And I think that would be incredibly useful as a military officer. And I can't wait to see the application of it in real life. Some of the creative skills that I'm going to need, I've already alluded to. The largest one is going to be problem solving and critical thinking. But another large creative skill that I'm going to need is going to be learning and finding ways to motivate others. And I'll probably have to be able to do that in creative ways after I get out of the military. My goal is to be an entrepreneur when I get out of the military, and it's going to be a big shift from having, like legal authority over people to just being their manager or their CEO. So I'm going to learn how to inspire change and inspire good work ethic in people, who are civilians and who would not be the norm for me of that time period of working with. And I hope to develop, all of these skills through practice. I want to learn more about, you know, how to get good employees, how to find the right people, how to solve obstacles right now in college and, through this class and through getting practice in real life scenarios where if that's work or speaking to mentors and people who have already done it, that's pretty much how I plan on improving and developing my creative skills for this class.